All right, I'm gonna start because everyone's time is money, right? Like
Yeah.
we got invitations and follow-ups to do. It's follow-up Friday. So guys, welcome. I'm gonna try to do these like little round table sessions, if that's what we want to call it, just for us to come together, collaborate. It's not like I have a training. I don't think you guys need any more training. Okay, you can go on YouTube and find trainings up the wazoo about every topic under the sun. I just think right now it's me sharing my heart, what I believe, what I think you guys, should be focused on. And then I want to do like just a collaboration call. And you guys can ask questions. We can help each other out. A lot of you are super, 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 super freaking close. You just need to up level, I think, the activity a little bit more, or shift the mindset. And the last call that I was just listening to now, two of them actually back to back were about mindset and running for diamond. And I think right now there's a few things. I know, I'm not gonna say names or anything, but I know there's a few of you that are feeling frustrated. And then I know that some are super excited because you've made this run. So there's a whole hodgepodge of things happening right now. But the first thing that I want to plant and how I want you guys to proceed is that you have to have the mindset that this business is a blessing. Because in the current climate, with everything happening with the corona, with everything seems to be in upheaval right now, and there's a lot of unrest. We are the light, and I keep saying this, like, we need to proceed like we are the ones that have the solution. Everything that you do has to come with value. You cannot hold yourself back from sharing what this business has done for you. I don't care how long you've been in the business or how new you are. There are still things every day that excite you about it. There are people in your life that are advancing in different ways where you can celebrate them. And we have to shift that mindset, even if it gets hard, because it does. Things go like this, and then it's easy for us to then take it on like if we're not showing up, or oh my God, it's happening to me. That mindset cannot exist right now. It's happening for you because God wants you to level up. So use whatever mistakes have happened, whatever failures you perceive that have happened, accept what happened. First of all, you have to accept it. Okay, I messed up. I didn't check, or this person just, wasn't the right fit. Okay, fine. That's it. It's over. It's a blessing. Go out there and share what you love. And what I want you to really think about, because the more you talk about the business and all the different, all the different aspects, is sharing what you love most. So in my Spanish presentation last year at Summit, I talked about how to share the business opportunity, but there was a very specific homework assignment that I think you guys will find useful, because a lot of times you're gonna probably think, well, I haven't been in the business long enough to consider myself a leader, or I'm not making the money that I think that I should be making, so why would anybody sign up with me? Or I'm really not that versed in how to teach or lead. Why would anybody want to join my team? Admit it. How many of you have thought that? Okay, see? And it's a valid thing. And guys, I'm going to share something with you personal. In 2016, I started the year kicking ass. Okay, I was ranked number 20 something in the network. I was kicking ass with the elite points. And at the end of the year, when we had to fight for rank, I had 4 people who totally disappointed the shit out of me, and it rocked my entire world. And I don't want to cry, but that disappointment crushed me so bad that I literally stopped trying for 2 years. I literally stopped trying. I was like, for what? When I step out of the box for these people and then they don't show up for me, I took it really, really personal. And now I see that transition that I had is what led me to work on myself, to look at my business in a different way. And then the corona happened, and I really, really regained this confidence, because I know for a fact that what we're doing is a good thing and people need us. So the disappointments were not actually me, it was them. It's nothing I did wrong. I was doing all the things. I was doing all the things to try to help them, but they did not see, I guess, that they were worthy or that they could do it. And I don't want that to happen to you, because what other people do is on them. It's not on you. It's not a reflection on you. It's on them. So back to the homework assignment is, I want you to think about and create a list. If Beachbody disappeared right now, what would you miss the most? Like, really think about. And I know, you know, some of you are new and some are older, so maybe your list will vary, but I mean, think about our calls. Look at today's workout. The summit workouts that we're doing now, the fact that you're losing weight, we have nutrition programs, the friends that you've made, the money that you're making. I mean, are you inspiring your kids? Like, if Carl Deichler said today, I am closing Team Beachbody, what would that mean to you? What would you miss most? And then from there, yeah, I would definitely be like, that would be bad, very bad. You can create posts about that, the community. And it's not just about, you know, who you perceive yourself to be as a leader, but you're part of this community and you have things to offer, and you need to own that, because people are going to buy into you, what you say, what your vision is. And that has a lot to do. I hope you guys listened to Holly Hillier yesterday, because that was amazing. The way, and I know she's like one of those leaders that's constantly talking about vision. That's how people who are buy into you are gonna see, like, man, I want that too. And that's where attraction starts to happen. So you got to get clear on that. What is it that you want to create in your life? You know, what are the things that are moving in the right direction? And that has a lot to do with mindset. Instead of fixating on the things that are going wrong, that you perceive as wrong, it's celebrating all the things that are going right. And as human beings, I think we fixate a lot on the negative, like, shit, I'm like, this month is hard. I'm getting no's. Whatever it may be, it could be anything. I didn't make as much money as last week. All those things, and then you fixate on that, and then your mindset starts to shift to the negative. Instead of saying, you know, something positive, man, I've showed up anyway. I just heard Moira Kusaba, her name is so hard to say. She just said that she'll send out 50 invites, and then she's not celebrating that 20 people responded back to her. She's not worried about that. She's celebrating the seeds that she planted. So send out 50 invites, and then celebrate that you did that. Follow up with 50 people, celebrate that you did that. And when things, the more positive you are, the language shifts, and then abundance starts to flow. Positivity can move mountains. That is a fact. It's happened to me. The moment I shifted it and learned how to see the beauty in everything that's happening, everything started to change. So mindset and using the language of that this business, that our products, Shakeology, everything, it's a blessing. And everybody needs it. And then when you believe that, like to your core, you speak with confidence. You speak with confidence. I don't give people an out on Shakeology. You want to work with me? You have to buy Shakeology, period. That's just end of story. I don't have coach. I'm not going to give you my meal plans unless you invest. I'm not going to add you into my group. I want people who have skin in the game. So you got to speak with confidence and share what has transformed in your life. The other thing is, are you interested or committed? So getting clear on why you want to be diamond. I mean, do you even know why you want to be diamond? Like, what does it mean to you? Because that's important. Are you doing it just because everybody's doing it, or are you doing it because you are really 100% committed to growing a business and to showing up as a leader and doing all the things required to be a leader and above? And just a side note, diamond is just the beginning. Like right now, you're building diamond, or maybe you're regaining diamond, but that's not like the end all be all. That is just scratching the surface. You have to be duplicating what you did with your team so that they in turn will get to diamond as well and get you to star diamond. And that's where the magic starts to happen. We've talked a lot about excitement, and I'll, you know, I hope I'm making sense, because I'm just like,
no, it's making a lot of.
Okay, excitement. So I think that's one of the biggest things, besides speaking in the language of this business and this community is a blessing, which it is, which you should never hold it back. Because if you're holding back on it, that's shame on you, because let the other person make that decision. I'm sweating now, hold on. I'm sweating. Every time I do a call, I sweat. I get like nervous and I start sweating.
Get excited.
Yeah, I do. I'm like slipping all over my chair. I have swamp glass. Okay. If you're proceeding with that language and you're not blessing people with what can happen, what the opportunity is, you're holding back a gift. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it now. It's not on you what they do, it's on them. But bless them with the option to do this business. So excitement, the language, sending voice messages. I got that from Susie. Susie Solaris and I have been working together. We're very different personalities, which is cool. She's much like a cheerleader. I'm more black and white. So we learn from each other. But she sends voice message and the tone is one of excitement, because what it does is it gives this person, like, she really cares. She really wants me to join this. Like, she's saving me a spot. And damn, she's really excited. Like, I want some of that in my life. So I've been doing that too, and it's working. And that way people can hear your intent, your passion. The passion is what drives this. But all your posts should be of excitement. I'm not saying that life is perfect, because no, it's not. We all have shitty days, and we are allowed to talk about that. I remember when I first started coaching, someone said, don't ever post if you're sick or if you feel bad. Or I was like, what? And I can't share that I drink either. That's what someone told me. I was like, what? Come on now, that's not real life. You need to just share your life openly, little glimpses and pieces, but at the end of the day, it has to be the tone of one of excitement, of like, man, we're doing big things. Look at how our team is progressing, and then celebrating everybody that is doing things. And guys, take celebration from, just save the pictures and then post them on your stories. It don't matter if they're not directly in your team. They are all in our team, and you need to show the social proof that Diesel Nation is rising and that we're working together and we're doing big things as a team. And then the last thing, and then I'll open it up, is that I wrote this down. She said, divorce yourself from the emotion behind, the no's. Divorce yourself from the disappointments of, maybe you've been stuck for a while. Divorce yourself from that, because the future is bright. I think a lot of times we let the past, and like I said in my story, I let the past hold me back and strip me of my confidence for way too long. Way too long. And then what that did was it built shame, because then I was embarrassed. And we can't let ourselves get to that point. Things happen. We fall off sometimes. We have to accept that. And then we need to redirect, refocus on why we're doing this. So I hope you guys are focusing on your why and thinking about vision, because that is what's going to keep you in this and moving forward every single day, is that passion for something greater in your life. And I think in essence, that is what's going to drive you. Because if you're just doing it because you want to be diamond, that's like, yeah, it's cool. You're going to get a day of celebrations, but really, what does that mean to you? What is it that is at the end, who are you doing that for? And, for me, and I'm sure for all of you, it was my kids. I wanted not only to make the money to be with them, but I wanted to give them the best life possible. And in turn, I have stepped up as a role model for them. They've watched me rebuild this business this year, which I think is pretty cool, that they get to see us doing this work, something that we're helping people, and we're like leaning into faith, and we're working ourselves as women, and we're empowered. I think it's a beautiful thing. So that's what I want to say. We have to get excited, because a lot of you are so close, guys. We could literally, like, to me, it's a decision. It's a decision to just be like, I am not going to waste one more day. I am going to work my hardest today. I'm going to work my hardest tomorrow. I'm going to find people. I'm going to invite people. I'm going to follow up. I'm going to share the love. And it's a decision to just draw a line in the sand and say, no more waiting. The time is now. I'm going to pounce on this momentum. So that's what I have to say. I have a bunch of notes, but I really think that in essence, that was everything. All the 3 calls I listened to, that was in essence what all of them said. So I want to see if you guys would please ask questions, so we can collaborate. And I would love to know what your dates are, because you know we're in the 3rd quarter, and I did a live on Instagram the other day about the 3rd quarter. And in the 3rd quarter, when you run, you learn that the 3rd quarter is the hardest quarter, because you've already put in, you know, 2 quarters of work. You're starting to get mentally tired. You're starting to lose focus on why you're doing this. And it's happened to me. So I'm aware of it, and I already know that it's coming. So then I'm like, I don't want to lose focus, you know? And it can happen in the business because it's been an exhausting year. I'm sure a lot of us are tired of being around our kids 24/7, right? And cooking and cleaning and cooking and cleaning and washing dishes all day long. We're like, oh, can we go on vacation? We can't get mentally unfocused right now. We can't let our minds go on vacation, because if you take your foot off the gas now, when the 4th quarter comes, it's going to be harder to regain that momentum. So we have to get laser focused on strengthening our minds right now, and not getting stuck in a mental rut, because you know maybe this month has been a little bit more difficult than others. It happens. This business, it goes like this all the time. Last month I had a great month. This month is not as great. It's fine. It's cool. We are doing things together, and that's fine. But we can't let ourselves get derailed and into frustration. So who wants to go first?
I'll go. Hi, everybody. One, I just wanted to share, because thank you for saying all that, Becky, because I shared with you this month I haven't hit Success Club, and it's driving me completely insane. I'm at SC1, and it's hurting me. It's driving me completely insane. And on top of that, I was 1 coach away and an emerald away from gaining diamond, and 2 of my coaches canceled their Shakeology orders for next month. So that's going to set me back. So I felt like crying. I told Becky it was a hit, man. It was, I felt like crying, but I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. I've been sending invites. I've been inviting all of my followers. At this point, all I can do is gain new followers and follow up. So I'm just going to work on following up and building connections, and you know, continue hitting that, you know, to get that goal. But I wanted to ask ideas on how to share the business and the goals about the business. I have a lot of people on my Instagram that I work with. So I don't want to be talking about, you know, leaving my corporate job in the future and this is my goal, this and that, when I have people that I work with and I'm their manager. So I cannot show them that I'm not 100% invested in my corporate job. I'm mostly invested on my business. So how do I voice that? Do you have any ideas?
Well, and you don't have to come right out and say it. I know that Holly was talking about that yesterday, and she was very clear that she wanted to. But maybe you just don't come out and say it, and maybe you just draft a vision that is more about travel, about maybe a dream home, and for now, because I get it. I had a job too, and I got in trouble many, many times for the stuff that I posted. And, luckily that they were like family to me, but they didn't appreciate half the things that I was saying. So I don't want you, yeah, they didn't. The owner's daughter actually tattletaled on me and told the owner, her father, that I post every hour on the hour and that I basically don't work because I'm on Facebook constantly. And my boss came in one day and I was like, well, I use a social media manager and I schedule my posts at night. So there you go. But they did not like it. They were all over like white on rice, monitoring everything that I did. And I was constantly talking about the business though. But it doesn't only have to be about leaving your job. You could be talking about financial security, about a dream home, about paying off your home, about this dream vacation, and maybe shifting it a little bit. And the excitement of like, man, I'm working towards this dream life and we're going to do this together, and the kids, and about being fit and healthy. I think you angle it that way instead of doing that. Yeah, I don't want you to get fired or anything. That would be terrible. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you can also, like I told you, your coaches, she could potentially, once she advances to diamond, she could go 1-star like right away, because one of her coaches, Yeli, is killing it. You know, celebrate her. I know you did it yesterday. You did it yesterday, and that is also social proof. You're a leader. You have people on your team that are doing something. So the more you do that, the more you repeat it every week, you should celebrate them every single week. That's what I've been doing, and celebrating other people for their milestones, because it shows that we have momentum. And don't be afraid to talk about the type of woman that you're looking for too. Independent, hardworking, you know, self-starter. You want people that are like you, that, you know, because at the end of the day, this type of business, you know, when you work a job, you're an employee, so you gotta do whatever they tell you to do. And here, it's not like that. This is a self-motivated thing. Like, you want to grow this business, you gotta put in the work. I can't tell you, you know, or not you, Ari, in specific. I'm saying everybody.
Yeah.
I can't tell everybody what's your next step, because you have to figure that out. You learn by doing. I figured it out on my own, just by making mistakes and signing people up. And it happened to me. I hit diamond, and like 2 weeks later, my sister dropped emerald, and I dropped rank, and I was like, what happened? I didn't get it. It took me time to figure that out. But you learn by investing your own time. And I just think for you that it's just now a matter of celebrating all the wins that you've created in this business. And you've turned it on this year, and you've done amazing. You need to talk about that. You need to talk about that.
Thank you.
Can you talk about what you do with your Instagram followers? So I've been fortunate for the past 4 months to really tap back into my warm market. And that's my consistency over the past 4.5 years, but I need to keep filling that funnel. I have to find new people, and I'm struggling with that on Instagram to find the new people. Like, I'm using the hashtags, and I'm following and unfollowing and trying to work the algorithms and sending the messages of, you know, thanks for the follow. I love connecting with others, but then it's all crickets.
So Instagram is so hard, because yeah, you know, I send the messages and I do the things. I just think when your voice is loud and clear, you know, that's the one difference for me this year, because even in past years, I always posted, I always shared, I always did. But I think it's this step into this huge confidence in, like, we're going places. My faith is on point, my message is strong, and the more that you're out there, like, speaking your true voice, the people will start to pay attention. I do send messages to the new followers. I pay attention to the people watching the stories. I go into the hashtags and follow the people. All those things, I think maybe fine-tuning the message, and one of, like, bold language. We keep talking about that over and over again this year. It's having bold language. Like, we're doing this. I'm doing this for my family. Sharing personal development has helped a lot, because during these times, you know, people are looking for someone who's going to share some hope, some message of hope. That has helped a lot. I don't have an exact answer for you, because I just think that we have this power of social media, and if we just step into our own voice and just not be scared to say what's on our mind, don't stir the pot. I'm not a stir the pot kind of person. I don't like talking about controversy. I don't like people being mad at me, so I don't like to stir the pot. But I do share my voice just unfiltered, because I noticed that I was holding back for a really long time. I was holding back on the fitness. I was holding back on everything, because I was like, I had lost my confidence. The moment that I shifted that and said, you know what, whoever doesn't like it, doesn't like it. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say what I want. I'm gonna share the personal development that I want. I'm gonna talk about God because I want to, and things have shifted.
Can I say something like about that, Becky?
Yeah.
That when you announced yesterday that you were part of the test group, it hit me like it was like a pail of cold water, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I look at your stories every day. Like, I don't follow a lot of coaches, but I have like 2 or 3 coaches that I always look at their stories, and I always love looking at your workout. you haven't been posting your workout. And it clicked when you made that announcement that I've been so engaged in your message, in what you're saying, that it completely slipped my mind that you weren't sharing your workout. And then it clicked. I was like, oh, that's right. Becky hasn't been sharing her workout. And I'm like, why didn't I notice that when I watch her stories every day? It's because
that makes me feel
I've been
good.
listening to you, what you say. It's amazing.
I mean, I prefer to talk. Creating images and pretty pictures is not my jam. I don't like it. I don't really even care to look at them. Like, yeah, they'll be pretty, but that's not my, and I don't think I'm going to attract people like that. Like, I want bold people. So I've just owned it. And some days I talk a lot, some days I don't, but I always try to share something of value or something to help people shift the mindset. But the whole thing with the test group was hard because I love posting my workout videos, and then I found myself lying, and I didn't like that either. I'm like, and then people kept asking me, but what are you doing? 21-day fix real time, 21 day. And I'm like, and then it's like I had to then look at for moves. I was like, forget it. I'm not posting any more workouts. I'm not gonna lie to these people anymore. Like I'm saying, but even though I'm like the fit, like that's my thing. I just feel like there's more to me now, and so I think it's a matter of really owning your message. And I think when you share it loud and proud, people start to really like, oh, okay. So thank you, Patricia.
To go back to the whole following thing, honestly, the hashtags don't work for me. I lost you. Where are you? There you are. The hashtags don't work for me. They give me a headache. I'm still not understanding the whole hashtag method. So I'm going into friends of friends and following them.
Okay.
And then I go to the people that I follow the latest, and I go into their page and I start loving on them. I look at their stories. I start sending them emojis on their stories. I comment on their pictures, and that eventually gets them to come back to my page and start engaging on my page.
Yeah.
The hashtags for me personally
follow,
doesn't
like,
work.
You go to the boutiques, like I'll go to the boutiques in Miami that I like, and then I start following a bunch of people. They like the same boutique I like, so that's something that we have in common, You could do restaurants too. I know Emily Young, who's in Charleston, I think. She tags all the restaurants she goes to, so then it's people, like-minded people that go to the same restaurants. Those are all ways of finding people who are interested in the same things you are. I had stopped doing hashtags for a long time, and I actually started again after Jamie or Pfeiffer, one of my sister's coaches, said that no more of that attraction, that curiosity marketing. I'm just going to tag and say I'm a coach. And I just, every time it's a fitness thing or a business thing, I'm like Beachbody coach, Team Beachbody. I don't care, because you know what? A lot of people are seeing the commercials on YouTube and on TV and on Bravo and anywhere, and then they're like, oh, what is that? They go hashtag Beachbody on demand, and maybe they'll see my picture, or what's a Beachbody coach, and they'll see my picture. So I have been using Beachbody hashtags again, and I think it's working. It also works when Autumn's here and she tags me in something. That definitely works too.
Her 885,000 followers.
Exactly.
How much time are you dedicating into following and unfollowing and the hashtags? We're moms, we run houses, we're stuck at home with kids, and I feel like it's easy to go down the rabbit hole. And I'm trying to be super, as Kelly's husband Todd tells us, to batch our shit. So I'm trying to batch my shit as the marketer would tell me to do, and be intentional with my time. But like, how much time should you dedicate to it?
I mean, if your power hour is an hour, I mean, that's part of it. So, I mean, half, but maybe not every day, because then if you're going to get messages from all these people, you're going to go like crazy. Maybe every other day,
I use my bathroom breaks for following and unfollowing, because I'm being honest, it's quick time that I'm just going, because I'm not even looking at their profile. I'm just following. And once they're on my feed, if I don't click with them, then I go and unfollow.
Right.
But I use my power hour mostly for connections, like actual connections and conversation, and invites and follow-ups.
Yeah.
Everything else I do in little pockets of time when I'm in bed at night. That's how I've been.
I think it's well, you have to do it. Okay, it's part of the business to do the invitations and to do the followings and all of that. But I think fine tuning your message is gonna be where the magic happens at the end of the day, because if they need to see who you are and what you're about and what your message is, what you're doing, you know, why you love it, the why. They need to know. They get a feel and be like, wow, she's awesome. Like, that's cool. You know, so spend time like really figuring out what your message is, what you're trying to say, why it's important to you, why you're doing it, so that these people get a crystal clear picture of why you know, why should I sign up with you?
Yeah, I think I'm struggling right now. Is I feel like I'm in a transition myself of who my clear target like audience is that I want with me, like who my people are, because I was an elementary teacher, but I've been home as a stay-at-home mom now for about 10 years. And so like, I think in my teacher group is kind of like past me. I can't identify. I'm not there with them doing that. Like I teach preschool very part-time, like just a couple hours a week kind of thing.
Right.
But my kids are now about to be 10 like this weekend. Like I no longer have like those little kids where I'm identifying them as like the mom of the toddlers and the little kids trying to get it done. And a lot of the people, I'm a year away from 40. So like a lot of the people my age have now gone back to careers and things. They're not continuing to stay home. And so I'm trying to like find myself and what is my new target like group that I'm aiming towards. And I think it's more like self, you know, inflection. But like I don't know who I'm even searching for right now on Instagram. Because like when I look teachers, I'm like, I'm not in the same place as you. I look stay-at-home moms and it's mostly these young, you know, moms. I'm like, I'm not in the same place. So I feel like I'm lost in who I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's something you're gonna have to spend time figuring out. I know I went through that too about 2 years ago, and I had like no idea. I'm like, I was kind of confused, and I again, it goes back to being bold about your message, because regardless, if you have a very specific every day you're aiming to be this person with this message, with this bold language, with this business opportunity and this fitness, and it's gonna transcend ages. I think like for a long time we were like, let's focus on, if you're 40 then you should only sign up 40-year-olds, but I don't believe that, because look, I'm talking to someone who's 18 and in Puerto Rico. So there's people coming to me because they see the consistency in the fitness, they see the consistency in the business. Like I'm sharing about my family, the things that we do, and it's just having confidence in your message, because at the end of the day, they're gonna, if they like you and they like what you're saying and they like your message and they like where you're going in your life, it doesn't matter if they're working or not working, if they're 50 or 20. You know, it's, I think that the message will transcend all of that.
Becky, what are your thoughts? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go.
What are your thoughts on engaging with people who are already on a network marketer company, like the hair people, Monat, all these people are already invested in a business? What are your thoughts on engaging with them on the fitness side?
I mean, you can. There's nothing against that. They're two different kind of products, but just know that at the end of the day, if this person, you know, comes in and does really, really well, they can't do both. It's against the policies. Like once you're like a diamond, I think, or a star diamond, that you cannot be part of another network marketing company. So
they're just
different kinds of products, you know.
Right. They're just.
I was gonna say, I will say to that though, like I have a good friend who sells like rodent fields or whatever, and so she does Beachbody stuff through me and knows she's not going to be a coach and grow, but when she reaches out and finds people and hears they're interested in it, she sends them to me, so they can connect with someone who else is building their business, and we both talk together about how we're building our businesses and their different businesses, but we feed off each other with the same types of ideas. So
that's cool. A point. Actually, Yali with that company and Fields. Yali's doing it. Tell her. I didn't know about that because she may have to stop once she hits a certain rank.
Yeah. I mean, if she's building the business, what Beachbody doesn't want is someone from another company stealing people from us, because it can happen. But we went through Carl talked about it yesterday. It was a very, very rough patch in 2017. And It was terrible with the wine company, and it was horrible. We can't let that happen again. So what are we going to do moving forward? We need to set some dates.
I need to up my power hours. I need to do more power hours throughout the day. One alone is not doing it. So I'm definitely need to level up my work time.
And definitely we need to focus on, like, start your day with something positive, because I get it when it's like, no, constantly, it starts to wear on you. You're gonna get refocused. If that starts to happen, that you're starting to feel desperate or you're starting to feel like anxious, take a break. Like, go do something that you love. Go listen to something inspirational, listen to music, jump on your trampoline, spend time with, like, do something fun for yourself so you can clear your mind, so you can refocus. Because there's nothing worse than sending invitations when you feel desperate. People sense that, by the way. They sense it. And it's not good. So definitely take a break when you're starting to feel like that.
Becky, now that you said that, I think that's how I was been feeling the last couple of days, because when I've only been doing this for less than 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first started, I started posting, and automatically, because I have already transformation pictures, I started getting all my family and friends asking me. So I was getting that constant, like, yes. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, Karina, another workout, like, people are already getting used to seeing that. But what I've been doing now is I've been going back to the Futurista calls, Diesel Nation. There's a lot of calls that I've heard before, but in the beginning I wasn't paying attention, or I didn't understand them, because I didn't know what emerald was. I didn't know what diamond was. I didn't understand what those things was. Now that I made it to diamond and I dropped down to ruby because of one person that...
It's okay. You'll get it back.
By Thursday I'll have it. How does that work, Becky? If I get my 8 this week and I have my 2 emeralds still, by Thursday it changes again?
Yeah, it changes back. Yeah.
So I have been doing that, but this week I intentionally sent out a lot of invites. I was reaching out, and I'm like, I don't understand. Before I wouldn't do that, and I was getting people. I was constantly busy with setting up share cards, sending, and people were buying. But now I'm like, I'm actually reaching out to people, and no yeses. So hearing the no's and no's, I was like, you know what? I guess that's it. It was just a couple weeks thing, and yesterday, I don't know if you've seen, I posted that I ran for the first time ever. Like, so it was a huge thing for me. I made that post, and I have so many people contacting me again. I have 3 share cards now that I'm waiting on, I posted that last night. So awesome. I think that my takeaway is just refreshers, because now I'm learning, and I got not over, but I mean, I had that at the beginning, it was all my family and friends, but I need to go back and listen to the social media, how to follow, how to unfollow. It's all new to me. My social media was very private. It was only my friends and family that had access to my stuff. Now it's open to everybody. So that's where I know I have to grow and I have to learn. And I just think the posting, at first I was a little bit intimidated, because you want them to look like Becky's and Christina's and Monica's post. I know I'm not there yet. I have a long way to learn, a lot of, learning to do. But I feel like the more honest you are, the more you are, the more people engage with you. And
that is fact, number one fact. And that's what I've seen the most this year. The moment you speak your true self, it doesn't matter the picture, it's the message. It's the message. And guys, I've been doing this for 10 years. When I started, when I look back at my pictures, I'm like, why were they all so dark? Why were they all so blurry? Like, terrible, terrible. And it doesn't matter, because it was the message. And the same thing happened to me, Karina. I had an epic start. And then I started July. August, I hit success of 18. And they didn't have challenge packs back then. So I sold 18 bags of Shakeology. And by December, it was dried up. And December, I only had 4 successful points, and because I gave up. I did. And I kicked myself for that, because I would have now like 120 month streak if it would have been for that 1 month. It was hard, and I didn't fight for it. We can all fight for it. There's plenty of time. There's 2 weeks left.
I wanted to say, I think it was Wednesday on Summit. It was it Kendra Hall?
Yeah.
She shared, about the stories, right? So I took away, because I've been, and Becky, I think I told you this before, I tend to get in my head quite often.
Yes.
And she talked about sharing your story, sharing parts of your stories, because your stories obviously change as you grow, as you go through things change. But she said, always think about your story when you're going to add value to other people. So when you share a story, make sure that it has value. Think about the listener who's listening to you. How can they get value out of it? So yesterday I made a story, because I'm doing the new workout, and it was day number 3. And I put it on my stories that I started this program at 226 pounds. I'm all emotional. And I think I got so many messages from that, just from the fact that I keep being positive, even though I have knee surgery coming up, how I keep showing up, about my weight. And I have 3 after this. I'm getting on the phone with 3 people that hopefully were signed up because of that thing I shared yesterday. So I'm not doing a lot of that, like the girls are talking about, the social media stuff. I guess because I am so focused on sharing the excitement that I have, where I'm just kind of like opening up in my stories and sharing what I'm going through. And even though I don't have Success Club 10 or anything like that yet, I feel like I am reaching out more people. I notice people are watching more. So I don't know, maybe this whole summit situation is getting me more excited. But I feel like it's going to come. Like I was like last week, I was like, oh my God, I got to get it. I have to get it. And then this week, I'm like, no, just show up. Like, just do your thing. Like, just keep doing you. People are listening. People are seeing. People are following. And eventually I had a girlfriend I used to work with told me no yesterday. Another girlfriend told me no because she can't afford it. I have another co-worker I used to work with her also said no to me all this week. And I'm like, okay. And I told all of them, I said, I'm not leaving you alone. I want you to guys know that I'm not going to stop reaching out. And they're like, oh, you're a pain in the butt. I said, I know, but I'm not going to stop. I said, I'm not going to stop reaching out just because you said no today. It doesn't mean that, later down the road, you're not going to want to do this. So I don't know, maybe in my mentality, I'm just kind of like at this point, I'm just going to share me.
That's what I want. I'm
going to share me because God is perfect with his timing. And I just think that this program is going to change me. And I want to share that. And I'm all emotional.
I love that. But that's what people want to see. They want to know. They don't want to know the facts and the figures. They want to know what it's doing for you. Why are you doing it? How do you feel? What's changing? And that's all storytelling, because you are taking them through a journey and you want them to be part of it. And I think the more you open that up to people and you share what's happening in your life, whether it's good or bad, you spin it and you teach them a lesson. And like Karina did with the running, like I did when I ran my 10K this week.
Oh, that was beautiful.
There was lessons, like with everything, I'm always looking, what's the lesson? What can I teach? What can I, while I'm running, I'm like, oh, I have to remember that because I have to say that when I get, I'm always like, I have to remember that. I'm always thinking of what I can say that is going to teach somebody something, even if it's one person, but I want to teach somebody something, help someone shift. And I think that is where things have changed, at least for me this year.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel good about it, even though I haven't reached anything. I'm like, I'm just going to continue to share and keep showing up for me. And That's it. I mean, it's
at the end of the day, Kathy, look, we have to coach our way. We might learn that from a friend of ours, but a friend of a mutual friend of mine, Patricia's, she says it. You have to coach your way. At some point, you'll have to start doing all those things, like the follow, whatever. But right now, you're working on you. And the beauty of that is that you can open your doors to people.
Yeah.
And you're going through this journey and your self-discovery of change, of transformation, and people are watching it. And a lot of people will be inspired by that and want to be part of it. So do you, just do you. I want everybody to own who they are and own their story and their journey. And if this, some of you want this faster than others, and that's fine. The point is, I want to help you guys get there, whether it's this week or hopefully not December, because you guys can do it faster than that. A lot of people are like one coach away or two coaches away, like literally right there.
I put October 17 as my One Star Diamond date.
Oh, there you go. Clarity. And I hope
did
you guys have dates written, because that's important.
I did like a 12-week goal setting thing. I listened to that one coach. She's from Canada. She's like the #1 coach in Canada, Angela or Angie, something. It's her name. She's from Beachbody. So she has a YouTube channel, and I listened to her thing this morning. She talked about all these different strategies to like goal setting and things like that. So I was like, oh, we're going to do that today.
That actually reminds me, I was listening to Melanie Mitchell, and maybe does anybody have any other questions before, because we're getting on close to an hour? No? So I was listening to a Diamond Push call that Melanie Mitchell did. If you don't know who she is, she was like top coach for like 4 years in a row. She is, to me, the epitome of class. She's amazing. Yes. And she wrote, she was saying how, when you get to this point in your journey, a lot of you are like emeralds, or you were diamond and you're trying to get back to diamond, or you're trying to hit the next thing, the next goal. So you're kind of in a weird place. But a lot of people start to work in minimums. Oh, I'm just gonna hit successful 5. Oh, I'm just gonna recruit 1 coach. She said, what if you take your monthly goal and you make it your weekly goal? So yeah, you want to hit successful 5? How about you hit successful 5 every single week? And your goal is to recruit 1 a month. How about you do 1 a week? All it takes is a little bit more focus, a little bit more action, a little more intent, and just getting out there and removing that minimum and raising your mind to what's the maximum that I can put into this. Because right now, it's about speed. For a long time, we were doing things slow. And why slow? We shouldn't have to do this slow. We should do this fast. Karina did it super fast. She did it in 2 months. Why not fast? You can do it fast. It's just a matter of you committing. Are you interested or committed in getting this done? Are you interested in being a leader, or are you committed to growing this thing, to making a substantial income, to doing this long term? It's a question you need to ask yourself, because I think at the end of the day, you could do it for the fun, and that's totally cool. Whatever you guys want, it's up to you. It's your business. But if you're looking to really take this far, you got to ask yourself that question. Am I just interested in doing it, or am I 100% without any doubt committed to seeing this through? And I can tell you that maybe I was wishy-washy a couple of years ago, but now I'm not. I'm 100% committed. I said it the other day. I actually did a post. I will be elite this year. So Karina and Ari, I need you guys. I already have the points for Premier. I did it in 1 month. I had 30 points last month. 30. Like, I haven't done that since 2016. Why? Because I'm excited, because I'm attracting people who see the vision, and it's possible for you too. It's possible. It's just a matter of recommitting to the vision that you want for your life and to your goals. I'm not any more special than anyone else, but I do have work ethic, and I'm not scared. I'll do whatever it takes. So I'm definitely not smarter than anybody else.
Becky, Success Club. To be a success starter, you need Success Club 5, the 3 months?
Yeah, you'll be at this month.
And to get the summit ticket, it's
Same.
5 or 10?
No, it's 5.
But what do you get with 10 when you hit success?
Or you get the Shakeology leads.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. All right.
Yeah. No, and you build your business faster. I mean, you can say, oh, working minimums and be like successful 5, but the more people you help, the more people you bring in, the faster you'll get it done. So but you're gonna be you'll be a success starter this month because you just need 1 point. You already have 2 months straight. I need to clarify what Carl said yesterday about the coach test group for 9-week Control Freak, because he said success starter in July, but does he mean like 1 month to success club, or does he mean the 3 months? Because you'll get it, as well as Maria Porfido, both of you this is your 3rd month.
So on that note, does everybody get to be on the test group?
Only if you're success starter.
But you get invited, like they pick out of those success starters? That doesn't mean that for sure just because you're
everybody gets invited if you're a success starter.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how is that group different than what you guys were doing with Control, with the...
Well, it's a bigger group, but you'll be in there with Autumn and with the people from corporate, and they will teach you how to do it properly. You'll do the program before anybody else. Potentially, they'll use your results for like the marketing images. I've heard that there's top coaches, because a lot of it's new coaches. Top coaches come in and they help you learn. They teach you how to market, how to talk about the program before it launches, to gain interest in it. It's a huge deal to be part of a test group. This is I love it. It's like my 3rd one, and this one was different because this one was literally a pre test group. Like the workouts aren't even filmed. They're not the official ones.
That was my doubt, that I didn't understand if you guys already did it. Like, are they gonna do it again?
No, they're not filmed yet.
Got it.
Wow.
Pray that we get picked to be in the cast. Pray. I will. Oh my God, another dream.
That's so exciting.
I know.
Becky, the team builder call, that will be a different call, right? Where you talk about team builder.
Oh yeah, maybe we could do that right now. You want to do that right now? A few minutes? Okay. I think I'm gonna have to share my screen, because I need to find the FAQ. Hold on a second. Okay, so Road to Elite. Once you're a diamond, that's something that you need to start thinking about.
Is it 1-star diamond or just diamond?
No, once you are a diamond coach, you start receiving the Road to Elite emails. Well, the update. It's actually not an email anymore. It's in the coach office. Okay, let me see. This is something that's really important. Let me see. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is in your coach online office right now. If you're not a diamond coach, you're not going to see this. What this is telling you, so the Road to Elite is a program where basically it's a function of leadership. There's there's a lot of categories, but the 3 that matter the most have to do with leadership. So let me move this out of the way. Okay, so I'm gonna go into here about Road to Elite. Okay, so I want you guys to go back here and spend time oh no, this is not what I wanted. You guys should come in here. The trainings are in here. But I'm gonna explain the categories. It's not hard at all to grasp. You just need to spend time like chewing on it so that you understand it. Hold on. I'm gonna open up my points so that you can see it. Okay, so basically every 2nd Friday of the month, that's when these things get updated. So it's all based on the previous month's activity. It'll tell you, once it pops up, it'll tell you which of the boxes you can click off. So as you can see, I have the rank. I don't have the diamonds yet for Premier or Elite. Those are 2 new diamonds that advanced and held for 6 weeks. that then checks off the boxes for the paid diamonds. The leadership points I'm going to explain, and then week leg volume, that's something else that they take into consideration. Okay, I'm just going to look at this so that you can see. Okay, these are the points. The 81 points are broken down into these categories. Acquisition is what you're the only one that can control that. That's your success club. So as you hit success club every single month, you're creating all this a pot of volume. They kind of add it together and they do some kind of calculation. I'm not really sure how they figure that out, but you can max out with 50 points. So last month I had a really big month, so it went up to 53, but I'm actually capped at 78, but whatever. So that has to do with your success club and the amount of volume that you're creating on your own through your sales, okay? And if you click on this, it'll tell you, and it's people who buy from you originally this year. So that forces you to find new people, because if you're reselling to the same people over and over again, you're not gonna make any points there. So that's sales. Now, PS Coach Success Club, this is a very important one. And this one, every time your new coaches from 2019, obviously it doesn't matter to any of you who are new, or 2020. So for me, my coaches that I signed up last year and signed up this year, every time they hit Success Club, success of 5, it just has to be 5, and I hit Success Club, you get 1 point for them and 1 point for me, so it's 2 points. So if 10 people hit Success Club and you double it, it's 20 points in that category. That's leadership. That is helping, duplicating, encouraging your new coaches to find people. It's a function of leadership. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's why it's so important to work with your coaches, to find people that want to do this too, because that will help you gain points in the leadership in that category. The next category, new PS with 1 Success Club point. This one is a little harder, but if you use the language that we've been talking a lot about find your 5 right off the bat, you're not going to have a problem with that. Because if you're telling them and encouraging them to enroll at least 5, and they bring 3 people in their first 30 days, you're gonna get a point there. And as you can see, I only have 6 points there, but the max is only 25. So that one is like the hardest category, apparently. But that just is a matter of like being very, very intentional with the language that you're using with these coaches. For a long time, it was very passive, like, oh, well, wait, I did it. I waited to see, oh, will they do it? Will they actually, bring people in? And now I'm like, no, we have to plant the seed right away. Why not? Why, if it's actually better if someone decides to sign up as a coach, even if it's for the discount and they're working on their journey, why not have them bring in 5 people that they can go on this journey with them? And that's the language. It'll be so cool to have your own tribe, your family, your closest friends going through this journey with you. And in turn, your coach will make their money back. They will get Success Club and everyone's happy. So it's a matter of positioning it with that and encouraging them and helping them to make and create that first win in the first 30 days. Those are the points, the basic points. Now, there's for like the people who are going for top 10, and like my sister who has like 46, she's had like 1 million people advance to Star Diamond. So the more Star Diamonds you create, I'm gonna get points there now for Success Starters, because that also gives you points. And people who like my coach Jennifer that advanced to 1 star, I'll get elite ranking points for that. But the ones that are more important for just hitting like the basic elite are acquisition, PS Success Club, and the new coach with 1 Success Club point. I hope I didn't confuse you. It's really not that hard. It's really, really not. Those are the ones that mean more to me, because that is you duplicating, teaching. Yep. getting people to get in enrolling activities. And that's what's really important. For you to start building cycle bonus and all of that, you need coaches who are in enrolling activities. And if you hit Emerald, you should be able to teach somebody how to hit Emerald. I mean, it's not that hard. It's 2 people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So,
Becky,
yeah.
is this something that you have to, so every year it basically washes off and then you have to do it again?
Yeah.
Every year?
Every year.
Every year.
Becky, what about something I saw about weak leg volume?
Yeah, they take a 5-week period of your weak leg, and that the requirements, you're gonna have to look for that there. I don't know what the numbers are.
Now, second.
I do know that for elite, you need 5,000 PV weak leg, but for a 5-week span, not every week, you know, and they calculate that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
now it makes sense because I thought it was weekly, and I was like, wow, that's a lot.
No, it's
in a week.
it's in a 5. I think it's
Okay.
5-week span. They add everything up.
Okay.
But again, I'm gonna stop share. Do you guys need to see this still? I just think go into the section of Road to Elite, watch the training videos, and if you have more questions, we could do another call on it. It's just important because if you're shooting for team builder is 25 points. So it's the 25 points can be some from acquisition, some from the Coaches Hitting Success Club. It all adds up together. But it's important. I think the takeaway beyond all of that is having a goal every month. Just like you have income goals, just like you have Success Club goals. I have now, and I had stopped doing it for a long time, but now I have my spreadsheet open on my computer every day. I know exactly what I need, you know, who I need to work with, who I need to encourage so that I can advance and get those points and to help me get to that next level. Again, we are a team, so we have to work together on this, but the more people you have hitting Success Club, that is going to affect your income because that's volume that's created by your downline.
But this makes the road, it's so you have to become very intentional. This is really good.
You have to. You have to. So have a goal. I want, you know, like, even if it's, I want to help 3 people hit Success Club every month, and you hit, that's 6 points. If you do that every month, you know, and then you're more aware of what's happening with your team. If you want, every time you bring in a coach, same language. Let me help you find 5 people that we can do this with. If you have 2 that hit, that's 2 points. If they sell 1 challenge pack, you celebrate the crap out of it, and you make a big deal, and you keep doing that and duplicating that over and over and over again.
I have to become very bold, and I think I have been doing that, and it's why I've been recruiting coaches, and they're all discount coaches, but I just realized that I'm just being I'm just stopping at that. I'm saying, oh, it's a discount coach instead of taking that next step, because who knows what could happen.
Yeah.
So I need to be more bold in doing that. Don't
give them the way out. Don't give them a way out. Plant the seed that this is a business too, that there's opportunities here. And if that's something that I've changed too. And the first one that it happened with, and I'm not really sure, maybe that day I was having a good day, but I talked to Karina and I was like, she's like, but I think I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, let's find 5 people. And I'm like, you know, like I wasn't going to just be like passive, like, oh yeah, if she does it, if she decides to do it. I was like, no, let's find 5 people. Let's start this quick. Get your family on board. It'll be so much more fun. And that right there planted the seed that you'll make your money right back. And you have your momentum. You're going to create your own community. And it's just not giving them the way out right off the bat and just pigeonholing them into discount coach. And I did that for too long and it doesn't work. Like, there's an opportunity here. Why not tell them? Offer it to them. Why not?
I think we often forget that new coaches don't know everything, even if they're discount coaches. So they haven't got to experience the team calls or the Zoom workouts or things like that. So what I've been doing is having even my discount coaches who they're like, I don't want to work the business at all. I'm getting on Zoom and working out with them. They're getting on no snooze crew calls. But when I have my team calls, I invite them to that too. they may not, they don't, most of the time they don't even know what they're being invited to. And they're like, are we talking? Or are we working out? And we get on and we talk through, and now they keep getting back on. And 3 of my most recent girls who signed up as discount coaches are now like, oh, I can invite this person, or this is really fun. So like Becky said, you know, just making sure we don't discount them off the bat because they say they want to be a discount coach.
Yeah, I'm giving that the opportunity. I'm planting the seed right off the bat. Make your money back, sign them up with the same challenge pack you signed up with, get your investment, do it with your people. And then from there, you know, it's if they, and especially if they make the damn sale, like, right, Karina, you were excited, right? Kathy too. Kathy did it too. You're like, oh, okay, well, that's awesome, and you want more. That's what happened to me when I started.
I got a little
bonus away, and I was like, what? Okay, I want more now.
Yeah, I saw I got like a little bonus. It was like $24, and I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, that would be nice if it goes higher and higher every week.
Exactly. That is the point. So, all right, well, do you guys have any? We're an hour in. I hope that this helped. I really just want you guys to see that I'm here to help you. I will do my best to support you. We just need to work together and make this happen. Because I really think now is the time. Now is the time. If there was ever a time, it's now. People need it.
Thank you, Becky, for doing this.
You're welcome. Yeah. Can we take a picture?
Yes, thank you. Oh, wait.
Mira, esta se cambió.
I have to get my workout in, and I have another workout at 4, so I'm against the clock right now.
All right, sorry, Ari.
Okay.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. If you need something else, Ari, we need to talk. I know you have to run, but we can do it another day or tomorrow if you want.
I took a lot from this call.
Okay, perfect. And guys, keep me posted. Let's share some dates in the thread, and let's go. Let's push.
My daughter's birthday, August 20th.
There we go. Let's go. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. And don't forget Summit. There's some stuff, celebration tonight.
Oh,
right.
Real quick, the workout tomorrow, we all getting up early to do that super workout?
At 10 on the No Snooze crew.
Okay.
Wear red.
Wear red. Even if it's red lipstick, okay? Just wear red.
Got it. See you
all
guys
right.
tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Besitos, ladies. Have a good day. Bye.
Have a good day.